Hey there, tech fans. Rick here again with another gadget that I think you're going to really like. It's a series of blade solutions from a company called Slice that are way safer and much more durable than any of the box cutters you're using today. Now, I'm always on the lookout for new and creative technologies, and I came across this company a few months ago. I bought a few of their products, and I've been using them ever since, and I really wanted to talk about them on the channel, and I fell in love with them for two reasons primarily. Number one, the blade technology is based on a ceramic blade, which has a lot of advantages over a standard metal blade, and I'll explain that in a minute. But I also love the company because they're incredibly creative in the way they present those blades. So they've got a wide range of products they've developed for that ceramic blade, starting with something as simple as a box cutter. They've got crafting versions that you can use to cut leather and plastic and cardboard and all the things you want to use for crafting. They make scissors. They make ice scrapers. So there's a lot of products in this space that Slice has produced that use that ceramic blade to your advantage. Now the blade itself is really cool as well because ceramic blades in general tend to be a lot more durable than metal blades. They also don't have the hazard of a metal blade getting rusty over time. Any metal blade you've got that you leave in your workshop or the garage that's around moisture is going to develop rust. And if it gets rusty and you cut yourself with it, you always run the risk of infection or lockjaw, and all kinds of bad things can happen. A ceramic blade doesn't have that risk. The other thing I love about a ceramic blade is that with metal blades, when you're cutting, I find that the metal blade tends to wander a little bit when I'm cutting something, and it's hard to get a straight line. The ceramic blades tend to sort of stay where you put them, so you're going to get a much straighter line. You'll also notice that there's a little bit more drag when you're pulling a ceramic blade across a piece of cardboard or paper that tends to give you a straighter line. The other thing that Slice has done, and I'm going to show you some close-ups of this in a minute, is they've made the blade safer because it doesn't have a really sharp edge on it. And you would think, well, geez, if it doesn't have a sharp edge, can I really cut cardboard and tape with it? It cuts just as good or better in most cases than a metal blade, but you don't have to worry about, poking yourself with it. You're not going to cut your skin. You can actually run it across your skin like I'm doing here on the soft part of my palm without worrying about actually cutting your skin. And that's a huge advantage if you're cutting a lot of boxes up or you're doing crafting, especially if you're cutting boxes up to throw them out for recycling. All of us have put a box down, started to cut that box, had the blade run a little further than we expected, and either nick a finger or cut a shirt. With this blade, you don't have that worry. So I love the fact that they're much safer than a standard metal blade would be. And then the last thing about a ceramic blade, which is really important, is they tend to be about 10 or 15 times more durable than a metal blade. So they don't get dull as fast, which means I'm spending less money because I'm changing less blades in my box cutters. Now I've got three models here in front of me that I'll show you in a minute. This is their basic unit. Again, it's a box cutter. You can close it up like that. When you want to use it, you open it like this. If you need to change the blade, you can pull it out of the sleeve, pop it open, and change the blade. The blade that comes with this one has got a rounded tip on it, but they make blades that have sharper tips as well in case you need one that's going to poke through something. But I like the fact that I can change that out and hide it. This is one of my favorites. This is a box cutter blade, and you'll notice right away that the blade is completely hidden inside this little cover down here, so there's no way for this to accidentally come out. This would be great to have around the house in case you've got small kids or something. You might not want to leave blades out either way, but if you're going to leave something out on the countertop, at least this one's going to be protected so they're not going to cut themselves. This releases that door in the bottom, so when you push that, the door pops open, and you can actually cut through a box. And the way you're supposed to use this is to take your finger and hold it like that, put it down in the box, and the blade becomes exposed, and then you can cut open tape or cut up a box that way. So I like that one an awful lot. And then this one is one of my favorites. It's actually a little mini blade that pops out. Now this has got the sharp edge on it here. It's got the little sharp corner on it. So this one's a little bit more dangerous than that one, but again, you can hide it and it locks closed. When you open it up, it's just big enough to cut through tape. You can cut through envelopes with this if you need to on your desk and not worry about scoring a table. I also love the fact that they built a magnet inside here, so you can stick this up in the refrigerator way up top where nobody can reach it if you've got small kids. Take it off when you need to use it. Now, all three of these are really clever designs, and again, they've got a lot more products, and I'm constantly going back to their website to see what they've released this week because I always need a new pair of scissors or a knife scraper or a window scraper to get some of that sticky stuff off your window if you've had a sticker up on a window. And again, Slice is a company that does a really good job in not only building a really cool blade, but putting it in a lot of different products that really help you out around the house. Now, just to show you how effective this is, let's pretend for a second your doorbell just rang. And out on your front porch is a new box that came from Amazon, and you have to get inside the box. Well, no problem. If you have your box cutter handy, just open it up, slice the tape like that, slice it on both sides, and again, it's not sliding all over the place. Now that I've popped open the box, what's inside there? Oh, one of those air things. I can't stand these. You can slice that. Boom, that's gone. No problem. What's in the box? Wait a minute. Is that another slice blade? Well, geez, how do I get inside that? I don't know how I'm going to open that up. I can't really tear it. It's really in there tight. Well, use your slice blade, run it along the edge like this, run it along the bottom, and it pops right out just like that. So this blade can cut cardboard, it can cut tape, it can cut paper, it can cut leather, it can cut thick cardboard. And I like it because it allows me to open up a box, and when I've got to recycle that box, I can score the box and pop it in my recycling bin with no problems whatsoever. Because you can see very quickly, if I run this along the bottom of this, look at that, it completely cut that cardboard on the bottom, and I can tear it in half and I'm good to go. So for me, this is a great blade that's not gonna rust on me. It's gonna be around for a long time. I can change it very easily if I have to. And the best part, I think, overall, is I'm cutting up a lot of cardboard, and more often than not, when I'm cutting that cardboard, the blade goes a little further than it should, and I'll nick a finger. And it's not that big a deal. You put a Band-Aid on it, you're okay after a couple of days, but you don't have to worry about that with these blades. You can actually cut to your heart's content, and if you inadvertently come off the end of the box and jab your finger, you're not gonna have to worry about going for stitches. You're not gonna cut your shirt with it. So I like them an awful lot. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this clip. If you've got any questions about this product in particular, drop those in the comments below. I'll get back to you as quickly as I can. I've got a link down below to a couple of these solutions in case you want to check them out for yourself, but I enjoy putting these kind of clips together, so I hope you guys are enjoying them and getting value from them. So thanks an awful lot for watching, and until next time, stay nerdy.